Good morning, day 42, out of camp before 7 o'clock, only the second time I've managed that. Hoping to do a bigger day today, get as close to Damascus as I can. Had some rain in the night, luckily I was in my tent by then. Oh, hang on. But some hikers came back by later and they were debating whether or not to camp with me or push on to the shelter, and they all decided to push on, and I'm pretty sure they'd have got caught in it. So there was just me and one other guy there last night. Right, get back to you later. Oh, look what I'm treated to this morning. It's another cloud inversion. I'll see if I can get a better view. Interestingly, it's only in the valley to my right. To the left, there's no clouds down there at all. So, just come across the Riddle staff monument. This is to a guy that used to live here, Uncle Nick Grindlestaff, 1851 to 1923. Lived alone, suffered alone, and died alone. That's quite an epitaph. Let's have some story time with flags. So, it's a little known fact that throughout the 20th century, all the trees on the Appalachian Trail have been bred to have the AT symbol running through the middle of them. So no matter where you cut the log, it'll always be on show. And there's plenty of evidence for this. Lots of maintenance along this section. Very nice. You can see why it needs it. Just come out of the forest and there was a lady doing a survey of people using the wilderness area, and got a little bit of trail magic for answering a survey about why I was here and what I was doing and all that sort of stuff. So that was nice. Now, we've gone through an area that's pretty much unlike most others we go through. It's open pasture land. And following all my comments about disabled access in the Smokies, this actually is one of the few places on the AT that's specifically designed to allow wheelchair access. It looks like there's a shower coming in. It's typical, isn't it? Just as I hit open land. I hope I can catch this. There's the red markings on this bird are so vivid. That's the end of the wheelchair accessible bit then. Well, that was a bad decision to bypass that shelter. Just had a shower come through, so I'm just taking cover at the moment. I've achieved a new thing today. In hiking circles, they say if you can do 12 by 12, which is 12 miles by noon, then that's a good day. And it's midday at the moment and I'm just over 12 miles from where I started, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Just coming down to a place called Low Gap, and as it's got a nice picnic table, I think I'm going to have lunch here. Stopped for lunch at that picnic table, almost finished just as the rain clouds came in and it started pouring, so packed everything away, put my rain jacket back on, and now 5 minutes later the sun's out, so now I'm overheating. Days like this, I'm going to take my pack off again. Snake number 7. This is a very, very small one. Looks like there used to be a fire tower up here at one point. Just coming up on McQueen's Knob Shelter. It's one of the original ones from 1934. It's not really in use much these days. Just got down to McQueen Gap. Do we have trail magic? Got myself a beer for later with my dinner. Lovely. Just coming down to Abingdon Gap Shelter. This is likely to be home for the night. Oh, getting water is hard work at this shelter. It's a good flow, but it's 0.2 downhill. Can't even see the shelter. There's the shelter, and they've got a nice little tenting area up here out of the way, and I've set up just here. I'm just waiting for the tent to dry out a bit before I put anything in it. Wrap up for day 42. Pleased today, 19 miles. Gives me just 10 miles to get into Damascus tomorrow. I just need to book a room for tomorrow night, but the place should be empty after trail days. And that's it. So I'm looking forward to some town food again. And then it's been a nice easy run into Damascus, but the other side we've got Mount Rogers and then the Grayson Highlands, so there's a little bit more altitude the other side. So I'll talk to you tomorrow.